say it's the same route. Nothing I can do about that. Look, there's the professor. Hey, so have you unraveled all the secrets of Dynamaxing? Oh goodness, no. I'd hoped that my granddaughter would take over my research, but she's a jerk. Alright, let's see. Dear me, I'm sorry. I didn't even notice my guess. How inconsiderate. How do you not notice your guess? My name is Magnolia. Welcome, young trainers. Now come, let's head indoors. Okay, let's see. I'm indoors now. Why hop, dear? I see Wooloo has made some new friends. And you must be Tony Toughnuts. I trust you received the Pokédex from Sonia. Or Sonia. I'm sure you'll have it complete in no time. You must already know that about Dynamaxing, right, Tony Toughnuts? Yes. Professor Magnolia's been doing research into Dynamax phenomenon for years and years. It takes proper understanding of the thing if you plan to use Dynamaxing to its fullest. There you go, Leon, always talking about Pokemon. There are other things that are worth knowing about, too, you know. Like, how many different types of tea there are. Oh, wow, what a great example to make your point. Hey, Professor, do us a favor and help me convince Lee he should endorse us. Leon, why would you endorse them, you jerk? Alright. Here comes the guilt trip. Yeah, why wouldn't he? What a jerk. Like, come on, man. Like, you know, what are you... Like, I mean, if I was a champion, I'd be, like, endorsing people left and right. I'd be like, yo, here, have your chance, man. Go, give it all you've got. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. And there's Hop doing his... he's going to do that a lot, by the way. So just get used to that, because that is him. He's going to have those fists, and they're going to be out like that, and that is his default stance for almost everything. He's just feels super strongly about everything. So, yeah, that is Hop's thing. All right. I don't think there's anything over here. I think it's just books. So I am going to leave. I know that there's an item behind the lab, so I'm going to grab that. I don't remember what it is. I think it is a TM. Payback. I'm not sure how I'm going to do TMs in this game. I mean, they kind of... They give you... There's this new thing in this game. I don't know if it's new to this game in particular, so I apologize if it was something that was in Sun and Moon or something, but it's the first time I ever saw... TRs, and they're essentially one-time use TMs. Let's see, is my team? Okay, good, they're healed. Yeah, so it's like a TM, but one-time use. You can only use it on one Pokemon. I might use those. I don't know. I don't know what constitutes really like being cheap or not. I don't know. I don't really think you really. I mean, at least as far as before you beat the game, I don't think you really get anything that's too powerful, like too overpowered. You do get some, you know, decent stuff, but I don't know. I remember the good stuff is kind of like in the TRs, and that's before you beat the game. But then again, some of you who maybe had more time, because I was playing through my game also with the intention of a review. Some of you may have explored more and found TMs that are really good. So we'll see. I'll play it by ear. I don't want to be unfair in this challenge, but I also, you know, some Pokemon kind of don't learn anything good, or at least don't learn anything for like a very, very long time. Like obnoxious. Like I had I had that ice electric fossil Pokemon. I'm sorry, guys. I'm forgetting every single Pokemon that I had. It was like, I don't know. It had a weird name, too, so I'm not even going to bother trying to pronounce it. But it basically looked like Big Bird like got trapped in an iceberg. And it learned, like, decent ice moves, but it didn't learn any, like, electric moves until, like, level, in the 60s or something. It would, like... I was literally using Thunder Shock, like, up until level 60. It was ridiculous, and even later in the game, like, I mean, you know, even at a high level, like, Thunder Shock just can only do so much, and I eventually found the TR for Thunderbolt, and I then taught him that, and it was just like night and day. It was just so aggravating. All right, so we're going to switch over to, I know that Sally also knows Peck, which is good against Grookey, but I don't want to play around. It seems like Sally is very delicate, and I don't want to risk her dying. So, go with the safe bet. I'm going to probably do that quite a bit in this playthrough, so, you know, I'm a safe player. Probably still screw up somehow. Man, no burns yet. And every time you do something that's super effective, this guy like loses his mind. Doesn't matter, like even later on in the game, when it's pretty much just redundant at that point, it's like, yep, we know type matchups. The first thing you learned in Pokemon, I think everyone knows that. Alright, so you are dead, and my guy is level 11. Rookity. Look at that, we're twins. Don't have anything that's good against Rookity, so might as well just... It's a close one. Don't have any electric Pokemon, or ice, or rock. So... Just gonna stick with this Ember, you know? Get that special attack off. He's only level 5. That ain't gonna do nothing to me. Alright. So... yeah, pretty much Hop just gets like his butt kicked all the time. Yeah, that was... sorry, guy. Sting of defeat. Joy of victory. Nice. Alright, so... Leon's going to now talk to us about something. Yeah, sure. Just endorse us both. Hop gets the consolation letter of endorsement, and I am the winner. It's pretty much my guy's job in this game is to just not say anything, but just beat everybody. Plenty rougher on the edges, but it was a proper battle. Charizard and I were both feeling excitement in every last cell of our bodies. My god, everything in this game is just extra. Okay. It's just so much, like, nonsense. Like, there it is, nonsense. Come on, man, just let me go. Alright, Tony. You and me. We're gonna train up against one another and aim for that champion's title. Absolutely. And yeah, I apologize if some of you really are watching this because you want to see like the conversations and I'm just not delivering on that front. I apologize. I am definitely one of those Pokemon players that just does not care. Like, I mean, I will, you know, I'll pay attention to some of the important stuff, but stuff like this where it's just like, just feels like it's just like, oh my god. Like, I just want to get a move on. Yes. Okay, so get some wishing stars, and yeah, get a wishing star. And I think, I'm trying to think, are these the things that you throw into the crate? It's probably why I should probably pay attention to the subtitles, because I don't remember which, I think it was the wishing stars that you can throw in the wild area. They have those craters where you can throw you throw that item in and then it summons a Dynamax Pokemon if it's not already summoned. So I guess I will find out when I'm in the wild area, but I'm not gonna do it right away just because I am not at a point where my Pokemon are leveled up enough. Battle against that mad Pokemon, something about this. Really feels like we're getting caught up in the adventure of a lifetime. Everything is just a lot with Hop. Okay. Awesome. Yep, we came back at the right time. Man, they really love like curry in this game and dinner, and it's just, they're just all about it. We just had a barbecue, like literally, like I think like last episode or the episode before it. It's like, come on. And there's like a, I mean, I'm not saying like it's overdone, because it happens, you know, a few times where like they'll be like, oh, meet me at the restaurant and eat with me, or, you know, whatever, like that you can eat while you camp. And it's just, you know, just a lot of like, there's more eating in this game, let's say, than any other Pokemon I've seen before. Oh my goodness. Well, there was a weird heavy fog. Okay, so I'm telling her about the Pokemon we ran into in the Slumbering Weald. But yeah, Weald or Weld or Weald? Weald, yeah. Okay, Tony Toughnuts tried to fight it off, but then I think we both passed out or something. It's all pretty hazy. Yeah, he's about as informative as I am. Tony Toughnuts, hop. These are for you. I think these is when we get our Dynamax bracelets, if I had to guess. Yep. Now we can make our Pokemon into big Pokemon. Which, I mean, like I said, I think I probably went off about it last episode or the episode before. Dynamaxing, it's the one thing in this game that, aside from obviously them leaving out the national dex, a little bit lazy. It feels like a way that they were able to add essentially mega evolutions, but not have to animate like a bunch of different moves. Like, you know, with mega evolutions, they had to animate every single move that the Pokemon could learn with the mega evolution. And with Dynamaxing, yes, they do, you know, some of them Gigamax and do get a different form. But overall, I believe that if it knows a Thunder type move, there is only one move that turn, like once they Dynamax, if it knows Thunder Shock or Thunderbolt or Thunder, it'll just know the Dynamax Thunder move. And it's one move, and every Pokemon that, you know, if it's a Dragon move, it's a Dragon Dynamax move. And it's just, you know, it felt like a way for them to get away without having to animate so many different moves, and a little bit of a shortcut. And it's just a weird, it's just a weird thing. I don't know. I don't know. I just think that, like, it feels lazy, and it feels weird too. It just doesn't feel to me like Pokemon. It never really got to, never felt right. Like, Mega Evolutions kind of grew on me, and that was something that I was against, but this just never grew on me. It just always, even down to the last match, it was like, oh god, Dynamax. Like, all right, so I'm not gonna fight these guys. I'm just gonna keep going. We have to go to the station now, which will take us to the wild area, which, like I said, I'm going to treat, what is that? Is that the electric corgi? That's cool. I don't know. I'm also sitting very far away from, oh, there it is. Yeah, it is. I'm sitting very far away from the TV, so forgive me if I might have to peek to get a closer look at something. I know if I fight that Rookity, I will get points that I can purchase things in the wild area, which is cool. So yeah, I am going to treat every area of the wild area as a separate area, just because I think that it'll make it more fun. Kind of lame if I just go into the wild area and can only catch one thing. But with that said, I'm not going to really like abuse it. I'm not going to I'm not going to run around the wild area like a madman catching Pokemon. I'm literally just going to go the route in which I am supposed to go to get to the next town, because I feel like that'll be a little bit more it'll be a little more fair, maybe, I guess. I don't know. I don't want to be like catching like 50 million Pokemon in the wild area and then like coming into the, you know, coming in there loaded. I'm probably going to even have, just even with the, this kid is just obsessed with like racing and just being number one at everything. I just don't want to like, you know, race into each area just with like an overabundance of, you know, I want it to be somewhat difficult. I don't know if it would be less difficult or not, but, you know. All right, let's see. Are my Pokemon healed? I think they are. Yeah, they're good. All right, so I'm gonna just not even bother. Probably could have gotten some Pokeballs. Actually, no, I'm gonna get Pokeballs because I will need those in the wild area. Sorry, guys. It's always fun with Let's Plays because I realize that I'm definitely a very forgetful person. So now I've got an audience to watch me forget things. Fun. I'm going to get 10 for now. I can't imagine that I will need more than 10. Alright, so, and I know I already have a bunch from before, so. All right, I'm going to run now to this station. There's this guy that's just obsessed with beating you at everything, even though you pretty much kick his ass in every single fight. All right. Yeah, I mean, Swift is all right. I'm not saying it's a bad move or anything, but I don't know. I didn't get, like, you know, I don't think I got, like, Earthquake or anything like that. I'm sure you get it post-game. I'm sure, like, you know, it becomes easier to get them, or you, I don't know. I'm trying to think if it was a TR or a TM in the wild area, if I could get Earthquake or something like that. I don't know. What are you doing here? I knew this day was coming since the moment you chose Grookey as a partner, darling. And it's always the typical mom's got to give you something before you leave. It's always something she gives you. I forgot which game you got running sneakers. I think it was Ruby or something. It's one that was really interesting. I remember when I played Ruby, that game really was like, that was like wow, that was a different experience from the previous games. I felt like Silver and Gold were more of like a continuation of Blue and Red and I guess Yellow. But Ruby felt weird. I will never forget, the Pokemon looked a lot different. The animations were weird. Like, it just, I know they were sprites, but the moves looked weird. And I remember that game really, like, it kind of like bothered me. Like, I was like, this is weird. This is a Pokemon. Like, it was just weird. But nothing will beat the first games. The first games, honestly, that truly felt like Pokemon. Silver and Gold, honestly, I'd say also felt a lot like Pokemon. And that game, I honestly think, might be my favorite. I don't know. Blue might, just because of the nostalgia. They both are nostalgic at this point, but... Anyway, on my tangent. Alright, so in here, I can receive a Pikachu because I played Let's Go Pikachu, but I am not going to do that because I think that accepting gifts, I could also, I think, get a Meowth as well. Brilliant, good, thank you. But I don't want to, I feel like getting gifts is going to kind of defeat the whole, you know, it's kind of like, you know, I don't know. I like to have the randomness, like take as much control out of my hands as I possibly can. So yeah, I'm not going to get the Pikachu. Long story short. And it can Gigamax too, so it gets like a special Pikachu form. Which is not really that cool, to be honest. And you can't evolve it too, which I thought was kind of, you know, I get it, like, you know, Pikachu in Let's Go doesn't want to evolve, but that's because it's like Ash's Pikachu. Like, this, you know, let me evolve my Pikachu, man. That was actually why I didn't keep him in my team. I had him in my team, and I probably didn't need to heal my Pokemon, but I'm just creature of habit. Yeah, I didn't keep Pikachu on my team last playthrough because I just was like, yo, like, I can't have Raichu, so it got the boot, and that's when I got that fossil Pokemon that was Ice and Electric, which is such a weird typing. All right, so this is the wild area. Between here, there, and here, countless new Pokemon waiting to be met. I'm sorry, I'm the worst with these captions. I mean, here. I mean, needless to say, they're just, you know, just the same stuff, like, you know. I don't know. Yeah, we get it. Like, we're going out into the forest, into the wild area. I'm a little nervous here because there are a lot of unexpectedly high level Pokemon. I'm pretty sure that in the route that I'm taking to get to the next area, I should run into anything that's too powerful. But I don't know. I mean, there's definitely going to be some big boys like wandering around, but they'll be pretty obvious because they will be like high, like they'll probably be their evolution, and I will know, okay, like that's, you know, whatever, like that's a Steelix. Don't walk near that thing. I think there's an Onix right outside here that's pretty powerful that I will not mess with. But I don't know if in the grass that I'm passing through, if I might run into something that is a high level, and it's very difficult to tell. They don't make it very obvious. So, good luck to me, right? Hopefully I don't end up losing my entire team right here, right now. Okay, so, all this all this pointless talk just to get me into this place. So like I said, I'm just going to take the route that's directly to that town, which should take me past, I think, maybe 2 areas in the wild area. That'll count as 2 separate places. Like I said last time, gonna close my eyes, spin around, and then I'm going to run into the grass. I gotta open my eyes for a second because I gotta see where the grass is. Okay, so I'm gonna run straight. All right, here goes nothing. Okay.